So, people, Slavia Prague nil, Arsenal 3. Another victory, another clean sheet, another game with no shots conceded on goal. In fact, they had a shot at the end that was on target, and I was like going into meltdown, like, oh my God, I can't believe we conceded a shot. And then there was a foul in the build up to it. I'm offended by conceding a shot on target. Never mind if somebody actually scores against us. But listen, joint top of the Champions League group, 4 wins out of 4, no goals conceded in 4 Champions League games. And listen, that's a 2-0 win against Bilbao, 2-0 win against Olympiacos, 4-0 against Atletico, and 3-0 against Slavia Prague, flying through the group at the moment. Joint top with Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich won tonight against PSG. A few big talking points from that game, by the way. Obviously, Arsenal's next game in the Champions League is against Bayern Munich at home, and Luis Diaz was sent off in that game tonight for Bayern Munich, and he will be suspended for the game at the Emirates. So that's a big loss for them. He scored both goals for Bayern Munich in that game tonight after they beat PSG, the current holders, 2-1 away from home. So interesting news there. Obviously, Declan Rice survived despite playing quite a long time, over 70 minutes, I believe, tonight. We were all shouting, get him off, get him off. But he did survive. So it all worked out in the end, people. In fact, no, he played 68 minutes, just under 70 minutes. In terms of the performance, David Raya had nothing to do, really, again. Timber was class in Capilla. I mean, he shoulder barged a guy today, and his head bounced off the floor. That South American power, man. He didn't do that much going forward, but defensively solid. Saliba and Gabriel class. Gabriel again, man. Some of the blocks that he made, he's just an absolute beast at the moment. What a leader. Norgard was quiet. He got booked. He was unlucky to get booked, actually. I don't know with Norgard. He's a squad player. Yeah, time will tell. I'm not convinced by him at the moment. Declan Rice is actually showing real quality in areas that I didn't really know that he had. Some of his forward passes, he played a brilliant ball to Saka in the second half, and the keeper saved Saka's shot. And then he played a lovely ball into Merino for his second goal, man. Like Fabregas-esque kind of pass, really. I'm not comparing him to Cesc, but he's certainly showing that he can now play in that box-to-box role and do things going forward as well. Tough night for Ethan. I was disappointed, he scored a really good goal against Brighton last week. I've said it many times on this channel that I think Ethan's best opportunity is to play on the right. He gets in 1v1 situations. He's higher up the pitch. He doesn't have to worry about players being all round him. And I think when he is 1v1, he's very dangerous. In that attacking midfield role, you need that 360 vision. You've got players all round you. He gave possession away a few times. He got booked as well. And he just strikes me as a player that isn't playing his natural game. It's almost like I'm not in the team, so every time I get the ball, I've got to shoot. I've got to put a cross in. I've got to run past 3 players. Where sometimes you just got to build your way into the game and keep the ball and wait for the right opportunity to do that. Playing with a little bit of desperation. I think he needs to relax a little bit. I get it. He's young. He's eager to prove a point. But I think he's more suited in that right-hand side for Arsenal, even though in the youth team he was apparently a beast in that attacking midfield role. But he's young, he's got time, he'll have good and bad games. Saka was very strong tonight physically against a big fullback, got his goal, good penalty, had a couple of half chances, couple of shots, minutes in the legs for him, captain, played 90 minutes again. Some people are saying Saka needs a rest, needs rotation. Maybe Arteta thinks he needs more minutes to get some match sharpness. But he got his penalty, and it's always important to get a goal in the Champions League as well. Trossard, I thought, played quite well. He's starting to put numbers up. Great ball in for Merino's first goal. And speaking of Merino, man, he's such a funny character because when he plays in midfield for Arsenal, he spends half the game rolling around trying to get free kicks. Doesn't look like the guy that scores goals for fun for Spain. But when you put him up front in an Arsenal shirt, I mean, listen, I think he's one of the best finishers at the club. I mean, the first goal, he makes it look easy. And I said during the stream that he looks like somebody that has been a striker when he was younger. Somebody said in the comments that apparently he said in an interview that he was a striker when he was younger. And you can tell because the composure, it feels very natural when he's in front of goal. You know, good movement. He's onside. He's unmarked. Good ball in from Trossard. Side foot finish makes it look like nothing. The second one's a good run. The goalkeeper misjudges it, and he heads it in after a good ball from Declan Rice. Listen, we've heard that Gyökeres is probably going to be out till after the international break, so we'll miss the Sunderland game, and we need Merino to hit form. And I don't know about anybody else. I think he is a better finisher than Havertz, you know, as I think he should be the backup striker to Gyökeres. I would like to see them playing a two because Merino drops in, links up play. Gyökeres could run in behind and try and make things happen there, but that's a different conversation. But well done to Merino, real good performance, 2 good goals. Would have liked to have seen him get his hat trick. But listen, a good result all round in the Champions League, 3-0, no injuries. Nobody can complain about that. The Liverpool games just finished. They beat Real Madrid 1-0. Real Madrid very disjointed. Individual brilliance over collective chemistry. McAllister scores for Liverpool, so Liverpool back up and running after beating Villa and Madrid. How will they get on against Man City on the weekend, people? In terms of Arsenal, I think at the weekend, Eze will come in for Nwaneri. Zubomendi will come back into the team for Norgard. Probably Calafiori for Incapio, who's obviously building up his fitness. And we go to Sunderland for the Granit Xhaka derby, people. So good night's work. Top of the league in the Premier League and joint top of the league in the Champions League. Bayern Munich next. Big challenge there. So looking forward to that. Man of the match tonight. Who would your man of the match be? I'm thinking probably I would go with Gabriel. Some of his blocks were absolutely fantastic tonight. I thought Declan Rice had a really good game as well. All Merino for the 2 goals, really. I would go with those 3 were the 3 best players for me. Who would you guys pick? Timber is just the usual. Who would you guys pick as the man of the match? Probably got to give it to Merino for the 2 goals over the course of the night. I thought Gabriel and Rice were brilliant. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hype up the video, and I'll see you all next time, people. Bless.